All right, guys, welcome to Kitchen Daddy. Now this week, we're gonna make some beautiful grilled tri-tip tacos with some Anaheim chili peppers and caramelized onions. And guys, this is a great serving platter for you and your mates, and we're gonna cook everything on the smoker so you're not running around between the kitchen and the barbecue. Come on, let's get into it. Right, to kick things off, let's grab our tri-tip. Now this has already been marinated in this steak sauce here. And guys, don't worry about marinating. We're gonna do a whole thing on marinating steaks later on. And if you can't find tri-tip where you live, don't worry about it. You can use any steak for this recipe, but I would recommend either skirt steak, flat iron, or tri-tip because they are gonna be like the cheaper cuts, which are perfect for throwing into tacos. Okay, the grill is really nice and hot, so let's pop the lid on and we'll check the temperature. Oh, wow, that's over 400 degrees Fahrenheit, so 200 degrees Celsius. We actually want it to be around that mark because we're going to cook the tri-tip nice and quick at a high temperature, so we're almost making this into an oven. So to get that temperature down, I'm going to shut the door here, and that way it's going to start cooling down those coals, and we're going to get that to that temperature. Right, let's get the tri-tip on. And I've got 3 Anaheim chilies here, and if you can't find Anaheim or hatch chilies, just use like green peppers instead. Pop the lid on, I'm going to leave that for about 5 minutes. Right, this is all looking good, so let's just give that a flip over. Perfect. And then, oh, look at these chilies. Right, that is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for them to kind of like blister up on the skin. So let's just move that one out and we'll get these other 2 chilies into this hot spot here. Right, lid back on and we'll check in another 5 minutes. Okay, wow, those chilies are absolutely done. Now, what do I always tell you? Let's give that steak a really good prod with our finger. We want to see how it's coming along. So as you can see, it's got a good bounce in it, so it needs a lot more cooking. Let's get those chilies off. And I'm going to get a frying pan onto the grill as well. Now let's add a good splash of oil. In fact, let's add a little bit more. Now let's get a red onion in there. We need some salt. Now we're going to pop the lid back on there and we'll check on that in about 5 minutes. Yep, that is going to be beautiful. That is a perfect kind of medium right there. And guys, I always think you should cook tri-tip medium. I kind of feel like it eats better when it's medium rather than rare. So anyway, let's get that off and pop that in with the chilies. Now we're going to cover that in foil and let that rest for about 10 minutes. Okay, those onions need a little bit longer, and whilst they're cooking, we can start toasting our tortillas. Okay, the meat's had 10 minutes of resting, so let's show you how to carve a tri-tip. Now, if you look here, we've got grains running this way, and then we've also got grains running that way. And what we want to do is cut across the grain. That way it becomes more tender. So let's just cut that in half. Ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? Right, okay, and now we're just going to kind of like thinly slice this right across the grain. And, you know, look, here you go, guys. Like, that's, you can see how that whole structure's kind of opened up, and that's what we want to do. So that's why we cut across the grain. Right, the onions and the tortillas are done. Now for the Anaheim chilies, I'm just going to peel off that blistered skin. We're going to de-seed them and chop them up into nice bite-sized pieces. Now, before we make our tacos, let's just pour over all those lovely juices from the beef and the chilies all over that meat. Now you can add some classic hot sauce to this. I'm actually using some Chipotle Tabasco. That works so well with this. And if you don't have any cilantro or coriander, finish it off with a few micro herbs. Come on guys, look at this. Oh, so good, so good. We need to take a big bite of this. And you know it's going to be messy, so I'm getting my excuses in right now. Guys, this is what a taco it should all be about. Meat with a very simple garnish. Onions, peppers. Those peppers are really nice and spicy actually. And then, a little bit of Chipotle hot sauce to go with it. Fantastic. So, guys, I know we cheated a little bit by having pre-marinated meat, but you know what, guys? Loads of you are just going to go and buy that. So, get in the comments, let me know if you think this is a great recipe or a great idea for how you can serve people when you're barbecuing going forward into the year. Let me know. Love to hear from you. Cheers, guys. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. Take care. Bye-bye. Whoa, hang on, mate. If you enjoyed this video, I've got 3 options for you. Check out the Kitchen Daddy website over here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. And then check out another Kitchen Daddy video right by here. But why not be a legend and do all 3?